sometimes to not get it cross-threaded on such a small bolt, so you just need to be very careful you don't cross-thread. Let's give it a little nip. Okay. Now we're going to push this into our outer. Feed it. Need to slacken the clamp off again. There we go. That's just a case of pulling it through so it goes in the anchor. And then we can just nip the clamp up. And remove our cable ties. If I can find my cutters again. Okay, now we have to just tighten that a little bit. Not 100% sure why the back of the pad is touching the caliper first. I'm not 100% familiar with these types of brakes. Can't see that there's going to be any adjustment in it. Obviously it's not right. Maybe there is adjustment there. Let's have a look. Oh, there is. Okay, so we're going to have to do the same again. That's what we've done with the fronts. But the whole, I've never seen that before. The whole pad moves on a pivot. So get them set. Just nip them up. That's better. Obviously now you can see that our cable needs tensioning quite a bit more. So if you loosen the cable, obviously hold the caliper so it doesn't ping back. Now you don't want to nip the caliper with your hand too tight. Just let it off a little. Make sure the cable's tight through the clamp. Not practicing what I preach either. We need to make sure that's down, don't we? Okay, I need quite a bit of tension. Okay, now we need to tighten. Obviously that clamp isn't tight, the mounting bolt isn't tight, so it moves quite easy. There we go. Just make sure our pads are sitting properly on the wheels, which they are, so we can tighten the pad blocks up. Okay. We need to make sure it's in the centre. Yep, and they're touching at the same time, so it's all good. Now we need to just make sure that our clamp bolts are properly tight. They have to be crowded up so tight you're never going to be able to do them. They need to be tight. Now, when you're cutting the cable length, there's two sides to the story. If you don't cut enough, if you do end up changing the calipers or taking the calipers off, you're going to struggle to find enough cable to readjust. Or my side of the story is, if you have half a metre of cable sticking out, it looks stupid. So obviously there's an aero factor, we all know, so I tend to cut them reasonably short. Keeps them nice and tidy. And then just with a normal pair of side cutters, just slide the anti-flare tool, anti-flare nipple on, and just nip it a couple of times, and that'll hold it on. And that'll be my wife. Why aren't you in yet? There we go. Done.